Definitely. This is only because of Carnivore. Really.
Good morning. Well, I've made it to Barcelona. Yesterday was a bit of a blur, but here I am today, out on the porch, enjoying a beautiful, it's actually a balcony, beautiful view of La Sagrada Familia, which is just a stunning cathedral that's been being built since the 1800s. It's absolutely fantastic, beautiful. So I have been, let's say, 99% carnivore since I got here. I will show you one of the dishes I had, which had some tomatoes in it, but I didn't eat very much tomatoes. And I had 3 olives with dinner last night because the carpaccio at this steak restaurant was just unbelievable. But they did have these 3 olives, so I ate them. They're pretty good. I mean, I'm in Barcelona with my family, once in a lifetime. What are you gonna do, right? I definitely have been having a very easy time finding good meat to eat here, for sure. I mean, even in the convenience stores, they have salamis and stuff, so that's all good. And today I've gotten up and I'm gonna work out here on the balcony. Used to be, when I would come on these trips, I would get up early, I'd go get some coffee, I'd get some kind of a muffin or, and some kind of a breakfast thing. I'd sit out here by myself and I'd eat that before the family got up. I'm very glad to be off the carbs because it is really making everything better in my life, but also just this on vacation. I mean, I feel good. I'm getting ready to do some push-ups and sit-ups right here on this little balcony overlooking La Sagrada Familia. Yep, this is my new vacation mode. So, I'll take you around Barcelona, show you some of these amazing restaurants, and I mean, look, they bake good bread here, and they have wonderful pastries. I have not had any, and I will not. The big question is, and I don't know the answer, am I going to have some paella? Again, I love paella, but I don't know. If I do, it's because I'm on a once-in-a-lifetime trip with my family, and maybe it'll be just a little moment for me. I don't know. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do it or not. In the meantime, I'm certainly solidly carnivore, except for 3 little olives and some tomato sauce. But what are you going to do? I'll keep checking in. So I wanted to talk about the most amazing meat discovery I had. Jamon Iberico, Iberian ham. This is the Iberian Peninsula, where Spain and Portugal are contained. And they have these native pigs that have been domesticated. They're black pigs, and they run around in acorn orchards, and they eat acorns under these trees that were planted for them. Then they're harvested, and they're aged up to at least 2 years. I saw some 2 years, could have been longer, but they have climate control, perfectly dry aged, and then they set them on the leg out in restaurants and cafes, and you can buy beautiful little slices of them at all the little tapas restaurants. And here's a place where they're selling it both on the leg, and these shops are everywhere, and they have all these big legs of ham that you can by. I almost brought one home. I thought that would have been the most carnivore thing to do, but my wife didn't agree. Anyway, it looks like this when it comes to your plate. It's the best meat I've ever tasted, full stop. I don't know how well the noise reduction is going to work or anything, but I am out for an early morning walk in Barcelona. Family is still sleeping. People here are very nice in Barcelona, I've found. But I just had to get some coffee. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Again, the Sagrada Familia. We're gonna go tour later, so I'll take you guys in there a little bit. And as far as the carnivore journey, it just continues. And I'm just excited to be healthy. I did 250 push-ups and sit-ups up on the balcony this morning, as you know if you were watching. And I just feel the fittest and best I've felt in so long, and I don't have that typical vacation drag on you because you're eating all the things that you wouldn't normally eat. You know, I used to, like, if I go on vacation, man, all bets were off. And now, you know, I feel real good about being real healthy for the first time, I don't even know how long. And it's because of the carnivore diet, no question. And you just gotta see this thing. It's, again, I'm gonna take you in there later for some better views, but this is pretty unbelievable. Been under construction for over 100 years. Yeah, pretty impressive. I'm gonna go find some coffee. They have good coffee here. So the quiet morning time is a good time to reflect on my carnivore journey so far. A total restoration of my health, transformation of my life, my practice. It's brought me hope. I know that sounds a little corny, but it has brought me hope, and it has blown the doors wide open on what I think is possible for the rest of my life. I mean, imagine that. 54 years old, and I start this new diet/lifestyle of carnivore, and I feel like, it's not that I feel like, I have a totally new lease on life now, a totally new lease on life. Because I feel so much better. I have so much hope that I'm going to be able to do the things that I want to do. Here in Spain, there's a e-mountain bike trip through the mountains. It's about 7 days. I think I'm going to do that for my 55th birthday. But just on the day-to-day, to feel good and to have renewed hope for a healthy, long lifespan and health span. Health span, very important. How many good, healthy years you have, being able to do the things that you want to do. And I'm quite certain that my health span has increased by a couple decades as long as I continue on carnivore. And possibly, like I said, possibly keto. Don't get mad, carnivores. I might eat some carbs someday. Right now I'm not going to, because it's just too good for me not to. Although, as I mentioned, I did have 3 olives. I don't know how many carbs are there. Well, they were really good. But in essence, at this point, I feel like I just can't imagine that I'm going to go back to that cycle of keto, and then maybe just low carb, and then not so low carb, and then pizza. Slippery slope. But yeah, take a look around Barcelona here a little bit. This is not an early morning city, as you can see. There's one shop open, everything else is closed. It's almost 8 o'clock, 7:30. But it's definitely more of a nighttime city. But now I did my typical 250 push-ups and sit-ups on the balcony overlooking La Sagrada Familia, and now just kind of waiting for the buzz to start, waiting for my family to wake up. We're going to go do some more touristy stuff today. Later on in the trip, we're going down to that guy's suitcase was a little loud. Later on the trip, we're going down to Andalusia, Sevilla, and Malaga, which is in Costa del Sol. Malaga is. We're going to do some adventurous stuff and lots of culture and some flamenco. And the whole time again, do I eat the plate of paella or don't I? If I do, it's going to have to be a pretty spectacular paella plate. But, so far, so good. Definitely sticking 99.9% carnivore. So I'm going to go back now and kind of roust the family, get the day going. Probably have another cup of coffee. But thanks for coming with me. Well, that was quite a day. I ate really well. Breakfast, I had some eggs and I had a little bit of tomato sauce in it. It was just kind of part of the dish, but mostly just the eggs and the sausage. Basically ate meat and cheese all day, and went and saw the symphony play a modern version of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, which was pretty amazing in this beautiful Barcelona music hall. It was interesting because my best friend in med school and I, two of us, the three of us lived together, and we used to always play that. We actually went and saw that at the Kennedy Center when we were at Georgetown. The National Symphony Orchestra played it. And my buddy Dave, who died last summer, was never metabolically healthy, so it was just a big reminder to me, kind of emotional actually, but a big reminder of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. As you can see behind me, La Sagrada Familia. Let's take a good look at that at night. One of the most beautiful cathedrals, if not the most beautiful cathedral, just stunning, that I've ever seen. I'll take you in there. So I'm in Malaga now, Andalusia, Costa del Sol. Look at all of this. This is unbelievable. I'm just gonna one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and wow, I just can't believe all the food. And I've been very carnivore. Wow. This is, I'm pretty well traveled, but I've never seen anything as spectacular as this. And there's meat everywhere, and cheese. I've been doing great. I've definitely passed up on all the pastries and the breads, and I don't understand why there's so many. I don't understand how there's so much pastry and bread and yet people are not fat here. I just don't get it. But this place, if you ever have the chance, you should come to Malaga. The beaches are nice. Just wow. So today we are off for an adventure. We're going canyoning in a river, and should be good. I'm up early here to get some coffee, and then we're leaving before too long. Had a wonderful dinner last night here in Malaga in the old town. So I'm gonna go in and get some coffee here.
Definitely. This is only the ghost of carnivore, really. I'm just gonna get out of this work for a minute. I don't know if you're able to hear me or not, or even see me. But I tell you this, yeah, it's 40 pounds to this frame right now. No way in the world am I making this. No way.
Well, I never would have been able to do that. Those 4.5 hours going down a river, rappelling, all this other stuff. Just so thankful for just being healthier. I really could not have done that 6 months ago. And I've been, I've lost 43-ish pounds. I don't know what it's going to be after all the cheese I've been eating on this vacation. But I've been doing a lot of pull-ups and push-ups, assisted pull-ups, although I can do 3 now. But man, whole life is different. Like I said, I want to do the good things and have the big fun and all that. And here we are in Spain, going down a river. Awesome. Really, when I say carnivore changed my life, this is what I'm talking about. Right here. Unbelievable. I'm very thankful. Well, it's last day here in sunny Malaga, Costa del Sol. It's been a nice few days, beautiful place. The plaza for dinners at night, the old town, just spectacular as you've seen. So back to Barcelona. I've been 99.9% carnivore. I think I've had about 6 olives, some shrimp with a little bit of rice on it, just stuck to it, not actually eating the rice. But yeah, just a carnivore trip, active, fun, relaxing. Now the big trip home. Got to stop in Barcelona. We're in Malaga, Costa del Sol, Andalusia. Brilliant down here. Sevilla is one of the most beautiful cities, if not the most beautiful city I've ever been to. Malaga, Malaga has some beautiful places. The beaches are okay. I'll show you though. There's a little... The sand is okay. The beaches are okay. A little busy. We went down to another town called Nerja, and the beach was a little better. Anyway, beautiful. Beaches are beaches. They're all good. Tomorrow, Barcelona. And then the long trip home. But it's been a very successful carnivore journey, and because of carnivore, it's been a better trip. Never would have been able to go down that river 6 months ago. I mean, I might have made it, but boy, it would have been unpleasant. And I might not have made it. I mean, I would have made it. I would have had to. But, yeah. It's been a great thing. So I'll catch back up in Barcelona, if I have a chance, between getting to the airplane and then back home for a trip summation. So I'm back home, going to give a little bit of a summary of the trip. It was awesome. From a carnivore perspective, I did really well. I gave myself cheese for the week, as you know, if you stick around this long. And thank you for sticking around. If you're here at the end of the video, well, I appreciate it. And I will give some insight into some real interesting personal stuff that happened over there for me. But mostly for the rest of you who just want to hear about the carnivore issues. Well, I gave myself cheese for the week, and I drank a lot of coffee, and the coffee they have there actually